Welcome to Questionable Taste. This is the only show on the internet where we determine if store brand or name brand stuff is better. We're not just looking at costs, we're looking at taste and looks and all that jazz. I'm Brandon, and this is my guest,
Briggan.
Hey there, it's me, Brandon. You're probably wondering how I got here with my face half in the frame for most of this video. Turns out, I'm pretty new at this and didn't think of fancy things like framing, lighting, and otherwise good video making. No, well, for this video, you're only getting half of my face for most of it, which is either a really good thing or a really bad thing, depending on your feelings toward me. So, I'm sorry. Please enjoy all of Briggan's face for the rest of this, and let's get back to the video. He's joining me here today, and today's item we are looking at are Quaker Chewy Granola Bars. Okay, delicious. I'm sure. Delicious, he says. We're going to find out. But, you know, this is a staple of kids everywhere. Anytime a mom wants to just shove something in a kid's mouth to shut it up, these granola bars are what are being used, okay? And the challenger today, Great Value Chocolate Chip Chewy Granola Bars. No fancy name for these. They are what they are, says what they are. Red box, done. Okay, let's go over a little bit of history, and I'm going to be looking down at my notes right here, so if I'm looking away at the camera, I don't think you care.
No.
Anyway, but we're going to talk about it for a second, okay? So, going back to the 1970s, we'll call it the granola bar dark ages, right? The industry was run by hippies. You got these granola bars that were crunchy and hard, okay? Just to give you a smack of carbs when you need it. But you really had to have like really well-working saliva glands to get them down. Magically, I think we as a country in the 70s discovered high fructose corn syrup, which allowed us to create a chewy granola bar, something a little easier on the teeth, something that doesn't hurt or cut, really softens everything up and easy to eat. So in the early 80s, Quaker came along. They have their high fructose corn syrup, and they introduced the granola bar renaissance. Now, you think about that, right? Most of the store, when you walk to the store and see all the granola bars, you've got your, well, even 99% are going to be chewy. You got the what? Nature Valley?
Yeah.
Those are the hard ones still.
Yeah, those are the hippie ones.
They come in the 2-pack.
Yep.
And they
crumble.
Shatter like glass.
If you breathe on them wrong, they just turn to dust.
Yep. But these puppies, the chewy revolution caught on, and everyone has their own chewy granola bar, and, you know, really good at sticking to your teeth, wearing that enamel down, right? But Briggan claims they're delicious, okay? And Great Value came and imitated. Briggan, before we filmed this, you came up with a great fact about Great Value.
I also want to acknowledge
Go ahead.
Granola bars as a whole are delicious, or they can be delicious. Whether or not these ones or these ones are in fact delicious has yet to be seen, yet to be known.
Okay.
But yeah. So yeah, going back, I always grew up. So I grew up fishing a lot with my dad, and he'd always take us to scout camps or just lakes up here in Utah, up in the Rocky Mountains, the Wasatch Mountains, not Wasatch.
Uinta?
The Uintas. Thank you so much.
That tells us where we're at. We're in Utah, if you didn't know.
Oh, tons of state parks, so we'd always go up and we'd always fish. So we'd always stop at the gas station en route up to the Uinta Mountains, and we'd always get beef jerky, and we'd always get granola bars, and just, you know, whatever snack we wanted on top of that. And we'd go and spend the entire day fishing, usually on a floating dock. And so we'd always have, you know, a box of these. Each of us would have maybe 3 or 4 just to snack as we're fishing. Never catching anything, but we always had granola bars. That's my fondest memories of having these. I think it was one of these, although I don't know if Great Value was even a brand that we bought back then, or if the store that we bought from had Great Value. But yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, my personal history with granola bars, I ate a lot of them. Clearly, as you can see from my neck meat, granola bars have been something in my life for a long time. Okay, so let's talk about comparison comparisons between these two things, okay? So I've got price comparisons and size, all right? Quaker, okay? I spent $2.52 at Walmart for this, which comes out to about 31 cents per granola bar.
Not
okay?
bad.
Not bad. But listen to this, Brigham. Great value. I paid $1.78 for 10 bars. Lower price, more bars, okay? 17 cents a bar.
That is a product name that lives up to it. That is a great value.
Well, I mean, part of the value is how it tastes, how it goes down. So
by
TBD,
quantity, sheer amount versus
sure.
price you pay, that is a great value.
Sure, if you're 100% concerned about cost, then go with these, right? But that's not everything. Say, Brigham, when I was coming with the concept of this particular show, it was if someone called you on the phone and said, we're having a party, I want you to bring this item. So someone calls you and says, I want you to bring granola bars. And they better be Quaker Chewy Granola bars, or I'm going to slap you.
I don't have pretentious friends that bad.
Hypothetical situation here, right? And you're like, oh crap, I'm reaching in my pocket. I've got just $1.78 in my pocket.
Yeah.
This is all I can afford. Can I show up at the party with these?
Maybe they'll come in pinch. I don't know.
Okay, maybe. Would the people be able to tell the difference?
I don't know.
Or would you end up being slapped by the host?
Or would I just not care and say, these are granola bars. If they're not good enough, I'll show myself out.
Well, okay. Ruin the premise of the show. Why don't you? Okay, Brigham. Here's what I'm going to do. A little exercise here. You're going to hold this box.
Okay.
And we are looking at the nutrition facts.
Okay,
we're going to start here. Serving size, 1 bar.
1 bar.
Calories?
90.
Mine's 100. You're getting 10 more calories. You're spending that little extra money for a little kick of calories. How much fat do you have in yours?
2.5 per bar.
3.5 per bar. That's
where all those calories
saturated fat?
Only 1.
1.5. So, okay, we're already seeing these Quaker granola bars differentiate themselves by putting a little more crap in there.
But that's not necessarily to always indicate how healthy something is, because fat can be okay.
True. Fat is largely maligned, but unjustly, is it not?
100%.
Ask anyone on keto. Added sugars. I think that's a good one.
Yep. I only have 7 grams.
Okay, 7 on here.
There you go.
Do you have any sugar alcohols in there?
No sugar. What?
They have a space for sugar alcohols, but these do not have any sugar alcohol. It says 0 grams.
That's funny.
Protein?
Protein, 1 gram.
1 gram. Okay.
How many total carbs is yours? 17?
17.
Okay, there you go.
All right, go to the ingredients.
Okay.
Ingredient number 1 on this is granola.
Granola, yes.
Okay. Brown sugar.
I just have sugar.
Brown rice crisp.
High oleic canola oil.
Sure. Okay. So the brown rice crisp has all these other ingredients, and I'm not going to go into it. Chocolate chips.
Honey. Yeah.
Look, I talked high fructose corn syrup pretty big earlier. That hasn't landed on either of these.
No, mine's actually down a little bit.
Where is it?
I go honey, salt, natural flavors, mixed tocopherols. I don't know how you say that. It's an antioxidant. And corn syrup is right there. Then following that is semi-sweet chocolate.
Okay, so I got the semi-sweet chocolate chips, and then the ingredient after that is corn syrup.
Interesting. Is there honey in yours?
Let's see. I don't think so.
I think that might be one redeeming quality of this. It's still technically a carb. It's
natural ingredients in the honey, though. This does not. This does not have any honey at all.
Okay.
Brown rice crisp is listed twice on here.
Interesting.
Strange. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. Well, those are the ingredients for the 2.
I think just from hearing that, outside of the canola oil, this actually sounds fairly decent.
Well, the taste will tell.
The taste will tell.
Okay, so method here. We've got 2 plates here. One labeled 1, one labeled 2. We have our palate cleansers right here. Okay, sorry for touching your cup. My hands are clean. So we're going to taste one, talk about it, taste the other one after cleansing our palates because we're fancy around here. Then we'll guess which one is our pretender, which one's the real deal, and then we will say which one we liked more. If, in fact, the Great Value Chewy Granola bars are enjoyed more than the Quaker, then they will be considered part of our Hall of Champions. And one thing, this is the 3rd episode I've recorded of this, and the previous 2 episodes I've recorded, the Great Value brand has beaten out the name brand.
I wouldn't knock a second-hand name. Cereals.
Well, we'll see.
I love non-named cereals. I think they taste great.
Well, cereal, yeah.
So both 24 grams, because I was just looking at these two, and if you can see, one is definitely pressed in a little tighter than the other. That one looks a lot looser.
Okay.
So size, these look smaller, but that just means they're pressed in tighter.
Okay, well, let's get into it. Okay. This is our number 1 option. Okay. I mean, when you're comparing the two, it doesn't look well, I guess mine doesn't have as many
Turn yours over. Is there anything
chocolate
else on the other
chips.
side? No. Mine has definitely
Briggs
more.
is loaded. Okay, let's try it.
Okay.
I'm just going to drop crap all over my carpet. Okay. I ate off the floor. Deal with it. 5-second rule.
Okay. There's like a granola bar.
Good amount of chew.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a ton of chocolate, but there's a reason for that.
There's nothing in your bar. I'd say it also has kind of a dense texture because it is compressed tighter.
Yeah. When you squeeze it, it maintains its shape fairly well.
Yeah. When you pull it, you actually have to give it some oomph. It's held together pretty
Spread it
tight.
apart. Got little strands of possibly honey.
Possibly honey.
But
I don't know.
overall, I'd say that tastes pretty good.
Tastes like a good granola bar.
Yeah.
You finished it.
I'm just going to finish the whole thing.
I don't know.
I barely eaten anything today, believe it or not.
I forgot to have breakfast too. So.
Okay,
Okay.
number 2. Hold that up for me.
What is that?
Always my favorite. Really
oh,
oat heavy. Okay, this has more
morning.
little crispies in it. Also firm. Oh, mine just broke with little effort.
Same.
Brown Rice Crisp,
Very
everyone.
breaky.
Well, these squish a
But
little
that
more.
does look very honey-ish. Oh, to no, have mine those little crumbled.
Yeah.
That
Straight
might be the giveaway just by knowing the ingredients.
Be.
Like Brigham said,
All right.
much looser. Oh, it's fine.
Much
It's
less
fine.
dense.
We can fix it in post. A little
there you
easier on the teeth. And for something called a chewy granola bar, there's a fair amount of crunch in there. Overall, it's a chewy experience, but the individual parts are pretty crunchy. Like, you can hear it when you chew on it.
The sweetness is definitely different.
Yes. I'd say it's a little more earthy. Oh my gosh.
Like the plot to the movie Tenet, it's falling apart.
Oh boy. We're just bringing all the Christopher Nolan references today, aren't we?
I'm way overanalyzing a granola bar.
That's what this is for.
What is it for?
They smell the same if anyone was curious.
Oh, it smells my soap.
Okay. Okay. Mouthfeel. What did you think about the mouthfeel on that?
I'm second guessing everything now. Because I don't mind the crispiness of the Nature's Valley. Mm-hmm. I kind of get over that a little fast because it requires you to have a lot of water with it.
Right. Nature's Valley.
Is that what it is?
Quaker.
No, that's what we're comparing. But
Great Valley. Oh, you're
other
comparing
one,
the chewy,
the dry one.
chewy to crunchy.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what reminded me of that last number
Reminiscent.
2. Yeah, kind of had like a crumbly texture.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're on the up, so you like that? You like the loose?
I the number 2 felt less oppressive. Right?
Sure.
That granola bar was, hide your kids, a slave in my mouth. It was not enslaving me. Okay? That's where I stand. Taste-wise, it was I mean, they tasted different. They did not taste the same, but neither one like tasted so much better than the other that it set itself apart. Mm-hmm. So just going off of pure texture, my pick for better is number 2. And I think that number 2 is the Quaker.
Really?
Yep. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. I did like the slightly denser. The first one tasted definitely had a sweeter taste to it, like a much more sugary taste.
Right. Could be that honey.
Could be the honey. I think 1 is the great value.
Okay.
And I think that I actually think I might like the great value a little bit better.
So we are unable to come to a consensus.
We gotta have some other determining factor.
Well, no. If it's not unanimous, it doesn't get into the Hall of Champions. That bar is high.
Oh.
We have to both agree
Okay.
on what is better for it to get in. So unfortunately, great value chewy chocolate chip granola bars do not make it into the Hall of Champions. But nice try. It got a 50%.
Although I do want to know who's right.
Yeah, so we have a card written here by my lovely assistant that will tell us which is which. I think we're right because we both said.
I think we both agreed.
We agreed on that. Let's find out what it is.
We're probably both wrong. Great value is 1.
Quaker Chewy 2. 100% on guessing which one is which, but unable to pull it out for the Hall of Champions.
I think the biggest giveaway was listing the ingredients in the brown crisps.
This is a brown rice
because those are
crisps.
Definitely present in this.
You can
and on the other
feel it. But hey, good work on guessing it.
Yeah.
Even though your favorite choice is wrong. But that's fine.
Apparently guess can be wrong on this show.
But, I mean, so, Brigham, I guess the next question is, would you feel ashamed going to a party with those granola bars?
No.
Saying, no, yeah, you'd be good. I think great value, like Brigham said earlier, is indeed a great value. And you know what? You're getting it for almost half as much as the Quaker granola bar.
That's a win for me any day.
And you get 2 more bars in a box.
Although,
on
honestly,
top of that,
if you didn't have these side by side, could you tell the difference?
If I ate one day and one the next day, no, I wouldn't be able to tell.
No.
No.
And if one just came to the party and like, this is a granola bar, you'd be like, this isn't Quaker.
But, okay, thinking about Kirkland's signature granola bars, the chewy granola bars.
Have I had those? I don't know.
If you haven't, they're the Costco brand. Just from looking at them, I'd be able to tell the difference.
Really?
Like, those are very distinct. These ones, I mean...
They're very similar.
If you ate one day, ate one the next day, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But if it was like Kirkland's signature, you'd be able to tell.
Even from the picture. I mean, one, you can kind of tell because the brown Krispies right there in the picture. These do not have that. Yeah. This definitely emphasizes more of a pull between...
And you know what also upset me about the Great Value brand? Mine didn't have any. It had like 5 chocolate chips in it.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
I had a greater value on mine.
So that's it. We've done it. We came to a conclusion. And now this part of the show is about plugs. Tell Brigham anything that you've watched, eaten, consumed that you want to just tell people about so they can go out and try it, something that's made your life better.
Man, I have to really throw it out there to some homemade stuff. Steph is on a homemade binge
Steph
lately.
is his wife.
Steph is my wife.
My wife. Oh gosh, we did it.
What?
My wife.
My wife.
Oh man, that's never gets old on the internet.
Edit.
Nope, it's staying in.
It's staying in. So my wife is she's absolutely great. She's been, we got into a dairy co-op, which means we go and milk a cow once a week. And so we get 2.5, sometimes 3 gallons of raw milk, and we can do whatever we want.
Weird way to talk about your marriage online.
I did get invited to a New Year's Eve party, and I'm like, well, we might be a few minutes late because we got to go milk our cow.
Oh, boy.
He's like, is that a euphemism? And I'm like, not yet. But she's been really good about making stuff at home, and we made butter with the milk, and then we had some leftover buttermilk, and she made the most amazing rolls with them. And she's been making all kinds of recipes at home with all of our, more natural. I would be curious to go back and challenge both of us, because she also made a homemade Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, which was really good.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
What?
No, it's fantastic. Fantastic.
What?
But I'd be curious to try our own this, because we are wanting to do like a homemade Honey Bunches of Oats, because my kids absolutely love that cereal, but it turns out it's really bad for you, and it's banned in some countries. Yeah.
Brigham over here living the Amish life, making everything for himself. That's great.
Going back to my farmer roots.
My plug is much more simple than that. Now, Brigham, a mutual friend of ours, recently got us Christmas presents. And in mine, I don't know if they were different between everyone. It was from the gym. In mine was a bar of soap.
Oh.
Did you get the soap?
Dr. Squatch.
Dr. Squatch soap. Now, they're not a sponsor. No one's sponsoring this.
No, it was great.
But it's a black bar of soap.
Which one did you get?
It's black.
Did you get black tar? Or the pine tar?
Black tar heroin?
No, is it pine tar? Is that the scent?
It smells really good. I can't remember what the box said, but I will find it online, and I'll put a picture of it right here or over Brigham's face if I find it online. I do highly recommend it for a number of reasons. A, it smells really good. It's got oats in it, which delicious.
Very fitting.
And then it's black, and so like when you're soaping yourself off, you're getting black stuff all over your body and all over the walls of your shower, and I think that's just cool. So I highly recommend the Dr. Squatch black soap.
Whatever scent it is. It's
Whatever
not
scent it is.
black soap.
It
There's
smells
a scent.
good. Smells good.
He got me the gold moss, and that's what I couldn't smell the granola bar because that's all I'm smelling on me is my Dr. Squatch.
I can't smell mine anymore, but I really like it, and I'm actually a little sad that my bar of soap is slowly whittling away.
Oh yeah, mine's like razor thin.
So that's what I recommend. So with that, we're done here with the granola bars. We're going to come at you again with another item next time. Won't say what it is. We're going to save that as a surprise. But if anyone at any time is watching this and I happen to still be making these videos, give me some recommendations.
Put your comments in.
Put your comments in. Say, I want to see this item compared. And we're happy to do that for you. And also, I can't believe I'm saying this right now, like and subscribe. And apparently there's a notification bell that people can push that does something? I don't know.
Or, it would actually be a great plug. Not only 2 things you should compare, but if you know of another off-brand granola bar or any of those that you want to have compared, we could have maybe a trio comparison. We can do a Chewy, Great Value, and then whatever off-brand you guys like.
Sure.
And have the ultimate showdown.
Have to be some time, though, because this will be so recent in our minds.
Yeah.
Got to give it, like, months, in between. So, anyway,
Yep.
That's it. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. And we'll be talking to you again soon with our next item.